Hbar holders, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Thank you for all your support. I know I've been seeing the comments, Crypto ZX, where are the updates? I just can't seem to, be consistent. I don't know what's going on. If you guys have been following the channel, from day one, you guys know I've been really consistent on these uploads. But recently, I've been kind of slacking off, which again, obviously is something that I blame myself for. But, I'm honestly trying to get back into the overall momentum, get back into, the regular scheduling, where everything is organized. Thank you to everyone that's still sticking around and, obviously that tune in on a regular day-to-day basis. I appreciate you all. We're going to be back on schedule. I promise you guys that. You guys just got to bear with me a little bit because let's face it, I've been giving you guys updates day in, day out for pretty much over the last 1 year alone, like really consistently. But anyhow, enough with that. Thank you for all your support. But let's take a look at what's happening with the markets. Obviously, we're in a weekend. On the weekends, what do we tend to see? More manipulation than usual because CME futures are closed. But a lot has happened in just a short span of time since my last update, which was again 3 to 4 days back. A lot has happened. I'm going to obviously, shift our focus, towards that once we pull out the charts. But if you're looking across the board, as far as the broader market is concerned, we're still seeing quite a bit of green. Obviously, over the last few days, we did see a little bit of a minor pullback. Hbar right now is currently sitting at 19.38 cents, down 0.2% in USD. Also down about 0.5% in Bitcoin compared to valuation at 8.2 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume still sitting really low at only $125 million. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So look at this. So first important thing to note right here is the dominance index. And every single update, we emphasize so much on the dominance because it's such an important tool to, really understand, and because it tells us what's happening with the broader altcoin market as well as, Bitcoin. You're noticing, obviously, we went down to 61.8% on the 14th of May. But since then, you guys can see the spike, within the dominance. We're starting to see strength picking up for dominance here, which of course tend to cause altcoins to lag. But now if you're looking at the dominance going up, you would think, Bitcoin is going down, but that's not the case because Bitcoin is still ranging within this accumulation pattern. Again, if you want to look at it from, an hourly perspective, if you will, you could see this for yourself. We've been, kind of ranging around this level over the last, few, I would say, week and a half. It's pretty much since the beginning, the first week of May, we have been in this accumulation range. So as far as BTC volatility is concerned, it's not as much as we have seen in the past. But dominance saw this spike, which is very interesting to know here, because of course we were pulling down, but it has seen a bounce as of now, which does tend to mean a little bit of a lag, for altcoins. If you're looking at Hbar here, obviously, we did retest the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level that I've, emphasized on my channel quite a bit. We obviously went up to 22.7 cents. Since then, you guys can see this for yourself. We have seen a pullback. And speaking about that pullback, you can see this for yourself. We are being supported by some significant support pretty much since the last cycle as well. Again, if you want to look at it from a daily perspective, you could see, where we're actually kind of being supported by. Like I said, this level really does exist from the previous cycle. Significant amount of support around this range. But if you're noticing a beautiful pattern playing out, if you understand technical analysis, you can see, we're in this upwards trajectory pretty much since hitting a low on April 7th. You guys can see nice higher lows pattern forming from this low that we set for ourselves back on, April 7th. So a nice healthy correction right now. The previous resistance playing as a level of support, so that checks everything like what I'm seeing here. But obviously, the 61.8 was to be expected as a rejection right now. Dominance is picking up a little bit, so that's something that, we want to be watching very closely as we obviously go further into the month of May. We're already halfway through, which is insane to think of. We're actually more than halfway through the quarter of quarter two. Years flying by very fast, but right now, in the grand scheme of things, as far as Hbar is concerned, it is following the market trend. But as far as retail interest is concerned, it is quite low compared to some of the other coins out there. That's something I've been emphasizing quite a bit. But so far so good, still holding in this upward trajectory. Nothing has been invalidated. If we drop below the 16.8 cents, this upward trajectory gets invalidated automatically. So right now that's not the case. So of course we got to keep that in mind. Love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for all your support. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.